Hello friends, welcome back to our CCNA 200-301 series. Today day 3. We already covered day 0, day 1, day 2. So now this video is for day 3. In day 3 we are going to discuss how we are going to take the router configuration backup and how we are going to restore in the router same configuration. So let's start. I already prepare a small lab for you in this. Let me discuss. Here I have one router. Let's say the router is R1. The name of the router is R1 and I have one server, that is server, and we will consider the IP address 192.168.1. and by 24, that is 24 is nothing but a subnet mask. We are going to prepare another video for IP addresses also in the coming series, in the coming videos. So don't worry if you don't know anything about IP address. So just remember, we have IP address here for this port and we have IP address here for this server port. Okay, so now our main aim in this video, in this days 3 video, is to learn how we are going to take the router backup, configuration backup, and how we are going to restore the configuration backup. If we bring a new router, how we are going to restore that one. So we are going to do that one. Okay, so first step, this one here, taking the router backup in TFTP server. So this is TFTP server. I am going to take the router backup in this. Okay, so this is TFTP server. So what we will do to take the router backup, we need to first log in the router, this step, then go to this mode. I think you already see in my last video, right? We define already what is the mode of routers, like user mode, privilege mode, all the modes. So this is a privilege mode. In the privilege mode, we need to write copy running configuration TFTP and enter. Then you will have like this. Then you need to write host name or IP address of the host. Host means the server where we want to configure where we want to store the backup. That is nothing but host. So this is the host. So I will write this IP address here. After that, when we press enter, they will give this one. They are asking what name we need to write for the file which we are going to store in this server. So I wrote ABC. You can write anything. So this, only with these steps, we have the configuration of the router backup file. Okay, and after that I have the restore process also. But before seeing this one, first we are going to take the backup, then we are going to see this one. Okay, so let me bring my packet tracer here. I bring my packet tracer here. Let me move this here. Okay, so now I have my packet tracer. So what I will do, I already give a small introduction about packet tracer in our last video. I think you already seen that one. Anyhow, if you miss, I will show you here again. If I click here, we have the routers. We can take any one router. I am taking this router 2811 series router. Then I will take one server. If I want to take server, I will click here. Then I will go here. This is a server. I will click. Then I will click here. So we have one router. We have one server. We need to connect. I will take this cable, then I will connect with this automatic cable. Click here and click here. So now we connected a cable between the router and server. So I will write here I will rename the router name as router ID, so easily we can track. Okay, so I will write 192.168.1.1. This is a router IP address I wrote here. Same thing, I will write the IP address for the server also. So I will write 192.168.1.2. Okay, so now we need to assign this IP address in the server. So how we will assign? We will go inside the server, then here and click this IP configuration, then copy and paste the IP address. Then this is the subnet mask for the class C. Then we need to write here default gateway. So what is default gateway? Default gateway is nothing but a router port IP. So this port IP is 192.168.1.1. So I will write same IP, that one. So this is a default gateway. So this is finished. Then close this. And now we are going to configure this IP for the port F0/0. How we will configure? We need to click this router. Then we have like this type of window. Then click CLI. Then you have like this window. Then we need to write no here, or let me maximize this window. You will have like this window. Then you will write no, and then you will enter. So you are in the router. Okay. Then we will write enable, and after enable we will press. Then we are here in the privilege mode. I need to configure the IP address in the router. Then what I need to do? If I need to configure anything, then I need to go to configuration mode, as we discussed in our last video. If you missed, please watch the video. So what I need to do? I need to go in the configuration mode to configure that one. So now I am going in the configuration mode. So let me go in the configuration. How we will go? We will write config T. Now I wrote the config T. So we are in the configuration mode. Then we need to go to the interface mode to assign the IP address. So I am going the interface F0/0, because we know this interface is F0/0. Then how we will assign the IP? We will write IP address. Then what is the IP address? We need to write that one. That is 192.168.1.1. After that is space and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. And then we need to write no shut, because by default all Cisco router ports are shut down. So we need to write no shutdown to make the port up. So I put this one. So this one finish. Okay. I will press Ctrl Z. So I am outside. I will write WR to save this configuration. And if I want to rename the host, let me rename. I will go in the configuration again, and I will write host name. I will write R1. So now host name is changed to R1. So what configuration we done? We assign the IP address and we change the host name to R1. Okay. Any doubts, anything? If you have any doubts, any query, please write in the comments. Okay. So let me here take the backup. So now we have some small configuration. We did not done more configuration. If you want, I can do more configuration, but maybe you will not understand more configuration. In coming videos we can do, or if you want, I can do some more configuration, like assigning the password. Let me assign the password also. Okay, as we done in our last video before. So we are here. Then we will write enable. I will write enable password Cisco. So now I assign the enable password also. Okay. So now I will put Ctrl Z. Then I will save this configuration. So this configuration is saved in our router. If I want to see whatever configuration is present in the router, how we are going to check? Anyone? Let me show you. We will write show run. Then enter. It will show all the configuration. See here the version and host name we change to R1, and we enable the password, that is Cisco. We have this all detail. And then press enter. Then we are backside. So now we are taking the configuration file from the router to our server. So what is the first step? We will write copy running, because running configuration we are taking, running config. Then in which where we need to take TFTP. Okay, so TFTP. Then press enter. It will ask the host name or IP address we need to give. So what is our host IP? I will show you here. If you see here, this is our host. So this host IP is 192.168.1.2. So I will write here host ID is host IP. I will write here 192.168.1.2. Okay. Then I press enter. Then he will ask me what name you want to give to the file. Okay, they are say it is saving in the server, and we need to give some name. What name we want to save in the server, with the what name? So I will give name ABC. So file name will be ABC. It will save the configuration file in the server with the name ABC. I will press enter. See, then it is saying writing running configuration. It will take few seconds and it will write in our server. It is showing 568 KB data is copy in our server. So now what we will do, we will go inside the server and we will check data came or not. Okay, so how we will check? I will double click this one, then we are here. After double clicking, we can go to the services, then see here TFTP. So from here click this one and you see here we have the configuration file, the file which we save with the name ABC. Okay, any doubts? If you have any doubts, please write in the comments. Okay, so now one part is finished. We taken the configuration from here to here. Now if I buy another router from the Cisco, this is a new router I buy from the Cisco. Now I need to copy the same configuration what I have here in this router. So how we are going to restore the configuration which is present in this server to this router, I am going to teach you now. Okay, so for that purpose what I will do, I will disconnect the cable, this one, and let me disconnect this cable. I will disconnect. How we are disconnecting? We need to click this and click here. This cable is disconnected. Then I will take another cable and I will connect here. Okay, like this and connected. But here we don't have any port IP assigned. We need to go and assign the same IP as we have here. Okay, or the any IP, but that IP should work here, and we need to change the gateway also if we give another IP. So it is good to give same IP. So how we will assign the IP? We will click this. We will click CLI. We are here. We will write no. Then what we will do? We will go enable. Then we will go in the configuration mode to assign the IP config T. Then we will go in the interface mode. Then interface F0 by 0. We are inside the interface. Then we will write IP address. What IP? 192.168.1.1 and subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and we need to write no shut because by default Cisco router interface is down. So we will write no shut. This is up, and I will press Ctrl Z and I will save the configuration what we done WR, and I want to see what configuration is present. I will write show run. So here see what configuration. This is a version, and we don't have host name, we have router only. We did not change anything router, but in our old we have R1. So I am checking here router, and then I will press the enter. I will press enter, and we will see the whatever configuration we have. Here we do not have any password or router name we do not have. Okay, so what I can do, I need to bring the configuration from the server to this router. So I already write the step. Let me bring here. I will show you what step we need to follow to take the backup. Okay, so let me bring here. Then we will take the router backup here. So this is the router backup. See, restoring the router backup from TFTP server. So here we have the procedure. What we will do, we will go in the router and then we will write copy from TFTP running configuration. So we are bringing from the TFTP server to running configuration, and then they will ask from the IP address from where we need to bring from which server. Then we will write 192.168.1.2, and then they will ask from that server which file you need to bring. So we will give the file name and then press enter, then it will load. Okay, because in this server we have so many files. If you see here, let me go here, we have so many files. This all are backup. So which one we need? We need to give that name. So I write in simple ABC, so we can bring ABC. Okay, so let's start. We will do now. How we will do? Let me move here this one, and then let me here. So we will open this router. Here router is open. Now we need to copy from TFTP to running configuration. So let me type here copy copy from TFTP. So we are copying that one. How we will write? We will write copy from TFTP, then running to the running configuration. Okay. Then we will press the enter. They will ask me the host name or host IP address we need to write. So what is our server IP address? We will write that one, 192.168.1.2. Then I will press enter, and it will ask source file name, the file name which we are going to take from the server. So we know that file name is ABC. We will write ABC, then press enter, and then destination, press enter. So now it is accessing the server 192.168.2.1.2, and it is saying it is bringing that file from the server and load here. And see, automatically before we have the router like this, now the host changed to R1. Okay. And if you want to see our configuration came or not, we will write show run. Then it will show our new configuration came or not. So see here, before we don't have the enable password for this router, and or R1 also we don't have. If we go here, before we check, right? So let me show here. See here what we check here, show run, then that time we have this one only. But now after restoring the backup, we have R1. Okay. And this password. If I press enter, it will go, and after that we can exit this mode, and then if I try to log in, they will ask me the password. See, we wrote Cisco, so we can log in here. We are inside. So did you understand what we done? This is just taking the backup of configuration file from the router to server, from here to here, and then we bring a new router from the Cisco or from any vendor. We purchase the new router and we restore the configuration from server to router. So this is a day 3. In next day we are going to bring some basic concept, and then we are going to start switch, then switch basic components and basic configuration. Then we are going to start routing protocol and everything. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video and share with your friend. And so because we are going to bring all videos for CCNA new syllabus. So if you are interested in CCNA 200-301, subscribe to our channel. If you are watching this video in Facebook, then try to like our Facebook page. If you are watching this video in YouTube, then subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon, so you will get the notification when we upload new video. Thank you very much. See you. Bye.